Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Theodosia. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know what the tea is. Welcome again. Thank you for watching. For those of you who are watching for the first time, I am a Nigerian content creator. I live in Mauritius. I actually do lifestyle content, food content on TikTok as well. So if you're on TikTok and Instagram, make sure you follow me so that we can connect. Okay, so I think I've been doing this questions and answer thing for a while, right? I think I felt like I have not answered you guys questions in a bit, so I decided to put out a question tab in the community section. You guys should always be checking out my community tab. I have questions there. So without further ado, let us just get right into this video. I'm actually sorry guys, I put this up over a month ago and I'm just really getting to sit down and answer this video. I thought I would be able to do this early, but here we are now and I'm gonna answer your question. Okay, so it's showing 12 questions here, 12 comments here, so I think I will go down to the last one. Can you move your normal Can I move over with my normal Nigerian mobile bank app with the Naira and still make exchange over there? Please, how? Okay, so this is two questions in one. Can you move your normal Nigerian? So I think this person is asking if they can move here and still use their banking app. I don't think it's restricted to locations. But for what I know, I use GTB Bank personally, and I still use my GTB account here. Now, one thing I actually did was my ATM card expired, and I was trying to get a new one. And they told me, oh, I don't live in Nigeria anymore. I told them I don't even need to live in Nigeria anymore. So I had to switch my savings account to a non-residential account. I think it's called NRN account. You can do it on your laptop, probably when you get here and you're able to get an address, because they will need a proof of address. And you can still use your app here, send Naira to whoever you want to in Nigeria. It's completely possible. I think the only denominator would be internet. If your bank uses something like a token, you might need to have a token. If your bank uses, or if you use like your phone number as OTP, you might maybe want to switch that to your email address, because I don't think your phone number will be working in Mauritius. Your Nigerian phone number will not be working in Mauritius after a period of time. So better safe than sorry. And then one more thing I should also notice, that if you are coming to Mauritius and either you're coming in as a tourist, or you're coming as a student, or you're coming here to live long term, it is always better to open a Naira account and open a dollar account. When you have a USD account and a Naira account, it gives you the option. You can have USD here and withdraw. If you have a Naira account, you cannot withdraw over the ATM. You cannot withdraw over the ATM. The Nigerian regulations are, very restrictive. I'm sure we already know that by now. So the next part of the question, or the second part of the question, says, please, how much is an apartment and cost over there, the rates? To be honest, like, I think I always get this question. If you have watched my house tour videos, you see like there's a wave, or there's like a range between what the prices should look like. So you might have an idea. But I cannot say what it would be, because I don't know if you want to take a 1-bedroom, a studio, a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom, and then the prices of apartments also determines on where you would want to stay. I also said that in my last sit down video. So if you're going to be staying in the West, Flick and Flack, Tamarind, which is really, really expensive, like a 1-bedroom will be 18K. And then 2-bedroom, 20K, 22K. there above. And then if you're going to be doing that in places like Catrabon, Cupid, Vakwa, it might be a little bit less. And then it also depends on the person who is renting the house to you. Also depends on the style of the house. If the house is modern, if the house is not so modern, if there are a lot of amenities in the house, you know, the location. So a lot of things you have to put into consideration when thinking of renting an apartment. I'm actually going to do another video talking about how to rent apartments, how to look for apartments online yourself. So please watch out for that video. If I don't do that video within a month, please, you should hold me in the comment section, okay? Right, so the next question, it says, firstly, you're beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Secondly, I want to move to Mauritius. I'm a Liberian citizen. How do the job processes in Mauritius, basically how do the job processes in Mauritius work? Thank you. So earlier today I did a video with Steve. I'm sure that video is already up. I'm going to put it somewhere up here. Please click on the card or check in the description box and make sure you watch that video. It basically talks about how you can, you know, get a job in Mauritius. The best way, if you're not going to come here as a student, the best thing for you to do is to apply to companies in Mauritius. You can literally go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a free space. Connect with people who are working here, connect with HR managers, connect with talent managers. They would be able to, you know, help you connect with recruiting managers as well. They will be able to, you know, get you placements in Mauritius depending on your role. And then in that video, we also spoke about, you know, the types of jobs that are easily accessible to foreigners in Mauritius. So you want to check out that video. Make sure you check out that video. And yeah, so Mauritius is, you know, selective with the kind of, you know, jobs you would be coming here as an expat, right? So yeah, you need to be highly skilled, and it needs to be in a, well, it doesn't really need to be in a particular niche. It's just that in that niche there is a high demand, and in other niches or in other sectors the demand is not high for expats, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm not going to be calling out the names. I'm just going to be reading the question. The third one says, I currently stay in Cupid. Hi. Okay, this person is actually Mauritius, and I came here on the 31st last year. Okay. Watch your videos. Would love to meet you in person. I have a lot of questions for you. Oh, I think I actually responded. If you're watching this video, please send me a DM on Instagram. My handles are literally always on the screen. They're on the screen down here. My IG handle is somewhere up here, and all my links to my socials are in this description box. So you could literally just check the description box, click on the link, and then send me a DM. It's really not that hard, guys. Trust me, it is really not that hard. The fourth question is, what is the process of getting a Mauritius passport without investment? To be honest, I don't think there is a process to that without the investment route, because I've heard some stories and I've seen some Instagram posts where a lot of people want to outrightly buy a Mauritian passport, and you cannot buy a Mauritian passport. So when people ask me these things, I usually ask them like, okay, so can you go to Canada and buy a Mauritian passport? No, you cannot. You have to follow the processes, because there's a process, and I'm sure there's even a waiting list, right? So without the investment, no, I honestly do not know. I've heard some people say that you might want to apply for a citizenship, but I'm not sure how long you would need to be in the country to do that. And to be in the country, you need to actually have a valid permit to do that. The duration, I do not know. Please, if you guys know what the duration is, please put it in the comment section. I want this to be, you know, interactive. Put it in the comment section. Let me know. Okay. This one says, please, does Mauritius offer a post-graduation work permit after graduating? And the answer is no. I think I also answered this question in the video with Steve. It's linked in the description box. The answer is no. No and yes. So now the reason why I'm saying no is that a lot of people who claim to be agents, or a lot of agents who probably do not even know what it is in Mauritius, tend to say that Mauritius offers a post-graduation work permit, and also has said that, you know, some schools in Mauritius would provide a work permit. Now, what that actually means in true essence is that there are work permits separate from your student visa. Now, there are two types of work permits. There is an occupational permit and there is a YPOP. I have a video that specifically talks about different visas in Mauritius. Now, a YPOP is a young professional occupational permit. It's like the junior brother of a work permit. And basically what that does, it enables people who have studied in Mauritius. Now, backtracking a little bit, a YPOP and an OP can only be gotten from an organization. So you cannot get it yourself. A school doesn't have the audacity or the authority to get it for you. You would have to do that from the company that is hiring you. So the company hiring you can either offer you a YPOP or an OP. Now, an OP means that, you know, they are paying you for a certain level of skill, and, you know, either you are a fresh graduate or not, you can still get an OP. But if a company doesn't have the capacity to offer you an OP and they still want to employ you, not on a student visa because you'll be working 20 hours, but full time, they can offer you a YPOP. Now, a YPOP, as I said earlier on, is like a junior brother of, you know, the OP, which only means that you might not be getting like a standard salary. You'll not be getting the same salary of someone who earns an OP. So say, for example, if the limit for an OP, occupational permit, is, let's say, 40,000 rupees, the limit for a YPOP would be 20,000 rupees. You would maybe get, you know, maybe extra incentives on top of it, but that's like your basic salary. So a company can offer you a YPOP. That also is dependent on the company and not necessarily on your school, or not necessarily dependent on Mauritius as a whole. It's just a different segment of a visa that enables people who have studied here, you know, gain experience and work after they have studied. Now, a YPOP can be valid for 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years, depending on your agreement with the company. Obviously, you will have to go through immigration, and, you know, you will get your visa, and it's also stated on your visa when you get it. So that's why I said yes and no. I hope this answers your question. Okay, please make sure you go check out that video with Steve. Okay, hi Theo, hello. I want to move to Mauritius this year for my studies, so I want to know how much budget for accommodation, and over there if it's paid monthly or yearly. Please specify the monthly accommodation fee and yearly. Also, can I earn enough money to take care of my expenses while studying? Please, the amount in Naira. Okay. I think I've actually, you know, explained on the accommodation thing. Please, you guys should watch my videos. I actually take out time, you know, to explain a lot of things. I feel like I've explained these things in my previous videos, but I'm still going to explain it regardless. So in Mauritius, we pay monthly. Now, if you are coming in or if you are going to rent an apartment, a new apartment, if you are going through an agent, you will be paying the agency fee. One, you will be paying the monthly. So say for example, you're renting an apartment and the apartment is 10,000 rupees per month, right? That means that you'll be paying the agency fee once, which is 10,000 rupees. You'll be paying that month's rent, which is another 10,000 rupees. And you'll be paying, there's something called a security deposit that you'd have to pay in case, you know, you make damages or you decide not to pay your rent any longer or you abscond with their properties. It's like a security deposit. So you pay the exact amount times 3. If you do not go through an agent and you go through a landlord, you only pay those 2 things and you will not pay the agency fee. Okay, so that only means that the first month you'll be moving in, you'll be paying like a lump sum, and then the month after that you'll be paying like 10,000 rupees. Now most apartments come with internet, so you can't, you know, it might be fitted into your bill. If it's not in the bill, internet is really not so expensive. 1,500 per month should be okay. If you're living in a house, if you're living with people, you can also share that cost. And light bill is never included in the rent. It's usually either a fixed fee. Sometimes the landlord will tell you, oh, it's 2,000 rupees every month. And sometimes the landlord will tell you whatever you use, you pay for it. Now the light bill obviously comes every month, and then it comes, so say for example, if we're in April, this month the light bill will come for the previous month and you would have to pay up for that. So you either pay directly to the landlord and it offsets the bill, or you have to pay through one of these their platforms that, you know, they used to pay the light bills. Okay, so I'm sure you'll be able to do your calculation from there and know how much you'll be paying every year per year based on the rent. Can I make enough money to take care of my expenses while studying? To be honest, I don't know. I think so. But enough money that you would have to save, and maybe if you have responsibilities in Nigeria or back home, you would have to send money back home. To be honest, don't really put your hopes there. Just know that you probably come here and try to survive. But maybe in the first months, you probably come with money that you use to sustain yourself, or you probably still need assistance from home. Now, that being said, you can also get like blue collar jobs, working in a restaurant, working in a hotel, doing security jobs. You can also do white collar jobs like getting internships. For that one, you will be needing to work 20 hours a week. I know for the hotel jobs and restaurant jobs, they pay you like how many hours or days that you come to work. So it's basically, sometimes they do 700, 800. I don't know any place that does 900. Please, you guys should let me know in the comment section. So if you work 20 days in a month, do you know how much you would be getting? Some of these hotel jobs do transportation, but it is really, I haven't done that before, but I know people that do. It's really tiring. Sometimes they pay, sometimes they don't pay. So yeah, you also have to be really, really careful. You also have to be really, really careful about it. But yes, you can make money here while studying, but you cannot have enough money for you to save. You cannot have enough money for you to send back home. And except you're doing 2 or 3 jobs, you cannot have enough money to use to pay for your school fees, because fees are very expensive. I have another question here. This question is, please, as a student in Mauritius, can someone move to the UK or to any other country? I get this question all the time. It's just the same way that you came into Mauritius is the same way you would move to other countries. And the only reason why I would say it annoys me is because of the lies I know that agents and people on Twitter and WhatsApp and all of those things and Facebook have kind of fed into people, saying that you can use Mauritius as an avenue to go to other countries. To be honest, by the time you save up your money and you're trying to go to other countries, most of these countries will need you to go back to your state, to your country of origin, right? They only do that because most of you who are trying to transition from one country to another country are basically on a student visa in that country. So if I'm a student here and I'm trying to maybe relocate to Canada, I'll probably have to go back to Nigeria and finish up my process, then go back to Nigeria. It's really as simple as that. That's how that works. Now, I would only be able to do that by applying to these countries through their different means of relocation. So if it's through PR, if it's through work, if it's through study, if it's through anything, literally, depending on the country, I would have to apply like I'm actually relocating to those countries instead of, you know, from Mauritius, I want to like go to another country. Now it's different if you're working in maybe Mauritius and you get a job in Canada, or you get a job in the UK or wherever other country, and you would have to like move from here to there. But if you are going to those countries by relocation or whatever, you would have to apply, and you probably have to go back to Nigeria before going to your final destination. Okay, I've seen the last question that I want to answer. It says, good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. I have some questions about Mauritius. My name is Anthony. Hi, Anthony, from Rwanda. Is it easy to get work in Mauritius? Number 2, can you change a Mauritius visa to a working visa? Or is it easy to get a permit for working as a tourist or visitor? Okay, so I'm going to answer the second question. Now, when you come into Mauritius, you come into Mauritius as a tourist, like it says here. You probably have 14 days. And you can also go to the immigration office to extend. Now, you extending that, would you have to still provide your proof of funds and everything there, and if they approve, all well and good. But for you to be able to transition to a work permit, as far as I know, by experience actually, is a work permit is not as simple as taking 2 days to do. It takes sometimes 2 or 3 months to complete, because there are processes you have to do, and you also have to book appointments, you have to take medicals and everything. And for some people, you'll be required to leave the country and come back. So it's not easy, and it's not possible for you to come to Mauritius on a tourist visa and then change to a work permit. It's not possible. My only advice for you is that if you're coming here and you're trying to look for a job here, make sure you actually get the job here. There are a lot of companies looking for skilled people, so you can get a job here, and actually the company would be able to bring you in on a work visa. It is actually that. It is simple, guys. It's simple. You guys don't think you can come to Mauritius on a tourist visa and then get a job within 7 days. There are people who are here 1 year, they haven't even gotten a job. It is that frustrating. Like, I would tell you personally, guys, it's extremely frustrating. Okay, so it's not possible. And then to the first question, is it easy to get work in Mauritius? Like I just said, it's not easy to get work in Mauritius. It depends on what you're looking for. And if you're listening to this, Anthony, please make sure you check the video I have with Steve. If you're probably looking for like a blue collar job, security and all of those things, they do not give a work permit. It's more or less like a white collar job that will give you a work permit. And companies are, on the internet, just go to LinkedIn, search for, companies within your niche. Companies are applying every day. Make sure you can search for jobs available in Mauritius. There's also Google Jobs as well. So if you do that, apply. I'm sure you will get a lot of no's, but in that no, there will be like maybe 1 or 2 yeses that you can negotiate with. So that being said, it's not easy, but it's doable and you can do it. Okay. Guys, I think that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe if you have gotten to this point I mean, I gave you guys lots. I answered your questions. Please make sure you guys subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5K subscribers, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm saying it again. Make sure you guys subscribe. And as always, my name is Theodosia, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.